Welcome to my Power Talk. If you get easily offended, this show is definitely not for you.
Hey guys, what's going on? Master Al here. So once again, this Power Talk is sponsored by Vision Reality 360. It is my son's company. I'm happy that he's the one who's actually believing in this whole thing that we're doing. We create another Power Talk for you guys, and this one's going to be another good one. Anyways, if you need any videography, photography, if you need a photo booth, and now if you need to create a podcast like this one or a YouTube video, well, now you know who you need to actually contact. So you're going to contact my son at Vision Reality 360. www.visionreality360.com. All right, tell the Master I'll send you. Just mention Power Talk, and I'm sure he'll take care of you guys. Today we're going to be talking about something called your obsessions becomes your possessions. This phrase is not by me. It's actually by someone super intelligent, amazing. I think the guy has his shit together, and the gentleman's name is Ed Mylett. So I'm not getting paid to mention his name. I am going to promote the guy because I think he is that powerful. He is that cool of a dude. And all he does is provide amazing. And when I say amazing, I mean it. Amazing contact. So, and he has this phrase and he calls it, your obsessions becomes your possessions. And so I was watching one of his videos the other day, and he's talking about a few things. And one of the things that he's talking about, he says how human beings, we have about 75,000 thoughts per day. Holy shit, that is insane. Our minds, our brains are constantly moving, thinking, talking. You know, like it's amazing. It's like a supercomputer. And the thing is, out of your 75,000 thoughts per day, 91% of the thoughts that you had yesterday, you're having today, and you're gonna have it tomorrow, and the day after, or the day before, and the day before that. So 68,000 of those 75,000 thoughts are the same. And that made me realize one thing. I get clients, not too many, but a few clients every so often that says to me, why I keep failing, why after I'm doing so good, I fuck up royally. Why? Why is it so hard? And the truth is, it goes back to this. So I'm a big believer that if you change the way you think, you change your outcome. You know, it's like they say, change the way you look at things, and the things that you look at change. And so in this case once again, I'm a huge believer that the way we think creates absolutely everything for us. Listen, if you say to yourself, I want a white car and I want to get married in a church and my vacation is going to be in Hawaii, you know, this is the way you're thinking. Most likely, you're going to do that. You're going to aim to do that. You're going to drive that beautiful white car because you like white cars. You're going to probably, you know, meet a girl or meet a guy, and then you want to get married in church, and then you're most likely going to say, well, my destination wedding, you know, from our honeymoon is going to be in Hawaii, you know, because that's how you're thinking, right? So if that's how you're thinking, that's most likely what you're going to end up getting. So once again, your obsessions become your possessions by Ed Mylett. He couldn't have said it any better. I think it's such a cool little phrase that has such power and such truth in it. And then, so let's talk about a little bit about everything. Let's talk about nutrition. Let's talk about workouts. Let's talk about results when it comes to life, work, just everything in general, you know? So let's talk about nutrition. You're doing so good. I get clients that tell me, oh my God, I was doing so good. This whole week I ate so good. And then I got this desire, like I wanted to have this burger and the fries and a beer. And I had it. And once they had it, they felt so guilty, and they just literally put the guard down. And from that point forward, they continue eating like shit. It happens all the time. Or people that said, man, I was doing so good. I came literally 2 weeks straight to the gym. I was coming Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I took the weekend off, and the week after that came Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then I got a little sick, and you know what? I missed my Monday workout, and then I got lazy because Wednesday I was still feeling a little bit under the weather, and I didn't want to come back on Friday, and I didn't want to start, obviously, my workouts on a Friday at the end of the week. And I got so lazy that the week after that came, and I just, whatever, I said, fuck it. Has this happened to you guys? It's happened to a lot of people. I want you to know that you're not alone. It has not happened to a lot of, it actually has happened to a lot of people, not just you. It's happened to so many people. So if you think you're special because you're like, oh, other people do so good and all that, whatever, just because they're not talking about it, it doesn't mean that they're not going through it. So I want you to know that, all right? So please remember that. So let's talk about life, work, career, relationships. Oh my God, you know who's great at relationships? Who talks about this all the time? Another person that I follow, that I have followed for many, many years, that I believe very, very intensely, very in my core, has changed the way I look at things, has changed the way I think, has changed the way I speak. And that gentleman's name is someone that probably you know, and his name is Tony Robbins. If you haven't listened to Tony Robbins, you owe it to yourself. And if you have, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Powerful people that actually were sent, honestly, here to help so many of us change the way we look at things, the way we do things, the way we envision things, and it's so powerful. And I try to do the same, guys, at my own little tiny level. I don't consider myself as a motivational speaker. A lot of my friends think that I should be a motivational speaker. My son, his wife, my wife, some of my close friends, they say, you should be a motivational speaker. I don't consider myself to be in the level of these other people that I mentioned to you, like a Tony Robbins, like an Ed Milet, like some of these guys that are just incredible. I mean, it's just, but again, I'll try to contribute to the world at my own little scale or little tiny hole in the world, trying to provide some sort of content with you guys. And that's so, again, going back to the topic, 75,000 thoughts per day, 68,000 of those 75,000, it's a repetition of everything, meaning you live your life every day pretty much the same way. Just the same way you did it a month ago, 20 days ago, 15 days ago, 10 days ago, 5 days ago, yesterday, today. It's pretty much the same. How do you break from that cycle? So I already gave you the problem. The problem is we think the same shit every day, pretty much the same shit. There's very little room there for something different, and it's not enough to motivate us to be more consistent in our workouts, to be more consistent with our nutrition, to be more consistent when it comes to our goals, dreams, and aspirations. And so how do we change that? And the way to change that is pretty much by being a little bit more aware of what we're doing. And so if this is exactly something that you want to change in your life, if you want to break away for once and for all, away from the repetition, repeating your entire life over and over and over and over and over and over again, just to see a little bit of change, I think that instead of just concentrating on the problem, let's concentrate on the solution. So if we know that 68,000 of those 75,000 thoughts per day that we have are the same, let's be more aware and start really concentrating on the other things, right? Instead of thinking the same shit that we think all the day. I don't know. It's funny because when I think about this topic, I find myself saying, you're right. I say to myself, okay, I gotta go to the gym, I gotta train, this is my schedule, this is the people I'm gonna train, this is the workouts I'm gonna do, at this time I'm gonna eat, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not thinking too much of anything else. This podcast, this power talk that we do, this YouTube video, it's on Saturdays. It's around Thursday, actually all week. I write my little notes. Okay, this could be a good topic to talk about. If during the week another little topic comes across, I write it down, and then I try to see which one is going to be the best topic to talk about, like what I'm doing today, and then I select from there. And but then I just realized every week I'm doing the same exact thing. I wake up at a certain time. I go to sleep more or less at about the same certain time. For the most part, I end up eating almost the same meals every week. I always have my coffee in the mornings. I always have my big lunch for the day. I always have my salad or my protein at the nighttime. And it literally, once I heard this, it made me realize I do pretty much the same things over and over and over. And I heard once from someone that said, during the day, most people, they don't have their dream jobs. So they go and work in some job, whatever job that is, that pays the bills. But then at nighttime, unfortunately, when we get home and we deal with our family, the kids, and we help them with homework and put them to sleep, then we have to sacrifice a little extra sleep time to work on our goals and our dreams and the things that we probably were born to do. And it's funny because, and it's sad at the same time, because we can only do that towards the end. We give that this much time, and during the day we're doing everything else. So how does this translate to life, fitness, nutrition, results? I think we need to start concentrating more in our thoughts. The things that we're thinking, the things that we are doing, we have to be more mindful about the things that we want to do. So if you want to change your body, don't keep fucking thinking about changing your body. Thinking about it's not going to happen. Listen, I have said this many times. You can have 10 athletes on the line, everybody ready, and as soon as that gun goes off and everybody starts running, you can be there thinking about it all you want. For as long as you don't move your fucking legs and start running, you are not gonna have a chance to even win absolutely anything. So I want you to start thinking about it. You have to do. You gotta run. You gotta exhaust yourself. You gotta put some effort into it if you want to change it. What does that do with the thinking? Well, you're gonna have to make an effort from this point forward. Now that you have the information that I just shared with you, and that is to guess what? Start being more mindful of the things that you're doing, and start thinking more about the things you want to do and the things that you would like to do. You know, we all want to live in that destination place. I want to be able to be in a part of the world or any part of the world that all I need is something like this: a little studio, access to the internet, a little camera, or even my phone, and being able to provide content and be able to get paid thousands of dollars. I would love to do that. It's my dream life, being able to go anywhere. I want to be in Mexico, in Cancun. I want to be able to do something like that, which, by the way, next week I'm going to be in Mexico, and I'm going to be doing, by all means, and I promise you guys, I'm going to be doing some power talks. They're not going to be with the background that I got. I won't be able to I'm not going to be in the studio, but I will be able to provide you some content. And one thing that I do every time I travel and I go on vacation is I actually show you a little bit of what I'm doing. Hey, guys, I'm at the gym today. I'm heading to the gym, and blah, blah, blah. And or I take a picture of my meal so you know that even though I'm on vacation, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna go and get fat on vacation, because that's what people do. Doesn't mean I'm gonna go and get shit faced on my vacation, because that's what people do. You drink because you know what? It's fucking all inclusive. I don't have to pay for this shit. Just know you did pay for that. And do also know that just because it's free or you think it's free, you can't fucking completely go and start drinking like there is no tomorrow and get fucking intoxicated because you're not doing anything healthy for your body. You know, so, and the same thing happens with food. Just because you're not cooking and doing and paying, according to you, paying for it because it's all inclusive, you cannot overeat. You just can't do that, all right? So, again, start thinking differently. Start thinking about the things you really, really want. So, when I share with you that, hey, I really would like to travel the world and be able to provide content with you guys and be able to like have this amazing life of seeing other people, meeting other people, going to other places, seeing the world, and still be able to do the things that I like doing, I know it's not going to happen if I don't start doing it. And so I'm going to start doing it. Every time I travel, I'm gonna do a power talk. Every time I travel, I'm gonna talk to people. I'm gonna be able to be on the beach. I wanna be able to just pull my phone and create content, but good content, not shit content. I wanna be able to give you guys things that you guys are enjoying. You have to enjoy it. You have to be distracted. You have to enjoy the podcast. You have to enjoy the video or this power talk, right? So we have to make sure that you're doing that. And two, I gotta make sure that I give you good stuff. And so I'm not one of those guys that say, no, just talk about anything and then sell them a book. I'm giving you the best of what I got. And when I write that book, it's also going to be that good of a book because I'm still giving you the best that I got. So going back to the thoughts, once again, the thoughts. Who would have thought that our lives are so much determined by our daily thoughts? And you know why we didn't know or we don't realize that? Because we don't think about it. And so I need you to start thinking about very seriously about the way you think, how determined you are about doing things. Catch yourself thinking about the same bullshit every day and interrupt yourselves. Interrupt your thoughts and start thinking about other things. You know, let's pretend you want to do a podcast like this. You want to do like a power talk. You want to do like a YouTube video. What should you need to be doing? And I promise you, instead of thinking of all the bullshit that you've been thinking all day, every day for the past, let's say, 5 years, start thinking some new stuff. Put more effort into the new things. If you want to do a podcast, if you want to do a YouTube video, if you want to do, I don't know, a coaching program, start thinking more of that and let that become your new set of thoughts, part of your 75,000 thoughts per day, something that is going to be positive, something that's going to lead you in the right direction. And so now when my clients ask me, why do I always break? Why is it that every time I lose 5 pounds, I fucking put my guard down and I gain those 5 pounds back and I have to start all over again? And now it goes to show you the reason why is because our thought process. We think the same shit all the time. So until you don't change the way you think, you're not gonna change the outcome. You're not gonna see the results. So we need to stop thinking like that. We have to stop thinking the same shit that we're thinking before. Because for that 1 week you're thinking good and positive and you have this energy, yes, absolutely. You are gonna be 100% on the positive. You're gonna lose the weight, you're gonna do more workouts, you're gonna eat better. But as soon as you go back to those old thoughts, you're gonna get the same old results. Not that difficult to understand, correct? All right, guys. Once again, change the way you think, and you're gonna change your outcome. I promise. All right, guys. Once again, your obsessions become your possessions by Ed Milet. All right, guys. Talk to you soon. Have a wonderful day. Until next time. See ya. Thank you for watching or listening to my power talk. Hopefully you didn't get butt hurt too much. Until next time, see ya.